It's recording.
Oh, let me ask her. Did you ask? Yeah. Yeah. Are we going right now? I think so. Introduce.
Today we'll be talking about the chemistry of perfumes. I'm Kylie.
I'm Leslie. I'm Danny.
I'm John.
There you go. So we'll go through an introduction of perfume, the history of perfume, the chemical characteristics, natural versus synthetic perfume, who makes perfume, the process, and the toxicity of perfumes. So what is perfume? Perfume is a liquid mixture of alcohol, water molecules that evaporate at room temperature. It's a substance that emits and diffuses a pleasant and fragrant odor. It's used to give human bodies, animals, objects, and living spaces an agreeable smell.
So, some of the chemical compounds of perfume is aromatic compounds. They are the heart of fragrance chemistry. These compounds contain what is known as the aromatic ring, a stable and unique arrangement of carbon and hydrogen atoms. Aromatic rings can be found in various natural and synthetic fragrance ingredients. And then some of those characteristics are denatured ethanol, which serves as a blocking agent for all the chemicals that are combined to block it from being toxic. And then propylene glycol and distilled water and alcohol.
There are two types of perfumes, natural and synthetic. Natural perfumes are derived from essential oils and plant extracts. They're considered to be more safer, more gentle on the skin, expensive, and may cause allergic reactions. And synthetic perfumes are made up of different chemicals that establishes the fragrance we are looking for. And they would smell the same and have lasting power on skin. Newer molecules might have no long-term in terms of maintaining safety and smell. Although they are considered safe, they might not after a few years or so.
And then some brief history is perfume began in ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt. It's one of the world's first recorded chemists, considered to be a woman named Taputi Bella Teklim, a perfume maker mentioned in a cuneiform tablet, which is that clay tablet on the right, and a team of 15 experts by Scent Academy carried out studies to unlock the 3,200-year-old fragrance.
So who makes perfumes? There's two main roles, the perfumers and the perfume chemists. And the perfumers are known as the nose because I guess they have a really fine smell, I guess. There's three types of perfumers: the perfumer creators, analysts, and the technical perfumers. The creators, they manufacture the scents for the perfumes. The analysts, they specialize in the chromatography to study existing formulas, and the technical performers work on the adaptation of existing formulas. And then the next is perfume chemists, who formulate and test these different scents. And they basically help improve manufacturing methods, sustainability, development of new ways to produce ingredients and natural extracts. They are also involved in working with like fragrance suppliers and contacting customers. There's four main steps in how perfume is made. The ingredients are first brought to the manufacturing center. This includes like plant substances, animal products, and chemicals created in the lab. And then they extract the oil from those plant substances. And then they blend all the oils according to a formula that the perfumers made, and they mix it with alcohol, specifically ethanol. And some perfume is like aged, so it's left for like several months or years after it's been blended. They extract oil from plants in like 5 different ways. The first way is the steam distillation. That's when they pass steam through the plants, and then the oil from the plants, it turns to gas and it's passed through tubes. And then from there, it's cooled and liquefied, and it leaves the essential oils on top of the water. And then they just take the oil and they mix it after. They also use boiling for that too. The next is the solvent extraction. That's when they put flowers in a large rotating tank, and petroleum is poured over those flowers, and then the flower dissolves in that solvent, and that leaves like a waxy material, and then it's placed in ethanol and heated to leave high concentrations of perfume oil. And then enfleurage / maceration. It's similar. The flowers are placed on a glass sheet, and from there, they're coated with grease, and they're squished with another glass sheet until all that grease absorbs the fragrance. And maceration is the same process, it's just that they use warm fats instead. And then expression, which is like the oldest method, but probably the most labor. They grab the actual fruit or plant and they manually or mechanically press it until all the oil is squeezed out.
Same fragrances obviously smell the same, but when they are not, it's not. When they are actually on a person's skin, the fragrance will smell different on each and every person. There are 7 factors that influence this, and one of them is body chemistry. Each person has a unique body chemistry influenced by their diet, hormone levels, medications, and overall health. These factors can interact with the components of a fragrance, altering its smell. For example, the pH level of your skin can affect how certain ingredients in the perfume are perceived. The second one would be skin type. The condition of and type of your skin can impact how a fragrance develops. And skin temperature. Body temperature can affect how a fragrance is released. Warmer skin can cause the fragrance to evaporate more quicker, potentially making it smell stronger initially, but fade faster. Cooler skin may have the opposite effect. The third one would be skin microbiome. The bacteria of microorganisms on your skin can interact with the fragrance, causing it to change. Each person's microbiome is unique, leading to different scent profiles when the same perfume is applied. And the fourth one is external factors. Environmental factors such as humidity, temperature, and even what you eat and drink can influence how a fragrance smells on your skin. And an obvious one would be application. Depending on how and where you apply your fragrance can also make a difference. And the last one would be fragrance composition. Fragrances are composed of top, middle, and base notes. Top notes are what you smell first, and they tend to evaporate quickly. Middle notes from the heart of the fragrance, and base notes are the longest lasting. Different skin types and chemistries can accentuate different notes, altering the overall perception of the scent.
Okay. As mentioned earlier, perfume can have chemicals, right? They have chemicals, and we only mentioned 3. However, perfumes can be very complex on how they are made. and they can have about 30 to 400 different types of chemicals. Because of that, that's not very concerning that perfumes can be toxic. So there are concerning effects on several organs, and perfumes can trigger biological responses other than the olfaction, which are our sense of smell. And this happens when we are exposed to perfume over time. So our sense of smell comes from our olfactory receptors, which are proteins that are found in our sensory neurons, which is in the tissue of our nasal cavity. And this receptor is also found in different body parts. It can be found in our lungs, intestine, our skin, our heart, blood cells, and even in cancerous tissues. And what we have here are two aromatic compounds used in perfumes. So there's alpha ion, which is used in perfume to have a floral, powdery, violet-like fragrance. And then there is beta ion, which is used to have a more fruity floral scent. And these two compounds can trigger the receptors that are other than our the receptors in our nose, which can be pretty harmful because in certain circumstances, triggering the receptors can disrupt cell behavior, which can cause the body's ability to fight off cancer, or weaken the body's ability to fight cancer, and even help tumors grow. Sometimes these compounds are found together to have a more complex perfume scent, and these two together can even increase the tumor aggressiveness, which is a lot worse than the compounds alone. Yeah. So fragrances and formula constitute parts of perfumery are volatile organic compounds, which are compounds containing carbon atoms that can vaporize into air. Not all VOCs are harmful. However, these are VOCs that are found in perfume that are that contribute to poor air quality. So ethanol, acetone, so and so on. And then the health impacts of being exposed to these VOCs would be cutaneous effects, respiratory, and systemic effects. So for example, asthma attacks, breathing difficulties, and cardiovascular and allergic reactions. Okay.
Yeah, so overall, we talked about the chemistry of perfume, what it is, how it's made, as well as some benefits and disadvantages of perfume and its different types. And yeah, thank you.
Very good. So you see, guys, you learn in one day, you learn so many things. So it's just